Hi, this is the Pilot Media team here to help you with how to log in and make some basic changes and updates to your club's pages within the Carefree Boat Club website. Before we get going, please note that this webinar is not going to cover making changes to the header, which is this area up here, the footer, which is this area down here, and then from within the actual club pages within the main website, making changes to this header or this, what we call a sidebar, as well as a contact form. Some clubs have a weather widget, and all clubs have a Google map and social media links. If you need changes with any of the aspects of the site other than your actual body copy or your blogs, then contact the corporate team or contact the Pilot Media team and we will be able to assess that for you. So let's get started. Step one is logging into your WordPress website. You simply navigate to the homepage and then you type in /WP-admin. WP stands for WordPress, which is the framework that this website is built on. So I've created a test user login. Now, if you have lost your password, you simply click lost your password and then you just put your email address in and it will email you a password reset link. If you don't receive that email password link relatively quickly, I would say within 30 to 45 seconds, then you might want to check your spam filter, number one. And then if you still haven't received it, then reach out for help from the corporate team or from the Pilot Media team and we'll be able to try to figure out what's going on with your login. But 99% of the time, your email address that you have set up at the CarefreeBoats.com domain is going to work as your login. This is the just general dashboard. I typically do not pay much attention to what's going on within this area. I'm just focused on the left navigation here. This is how you're going to navigate to your blog postings as well as to your pages. This is also where you can access your media library. But we'll go into that a little bit more. You will notice at the top of the screen that you have some quick navigation items as well. This button here will allow you to visit the live website. You can quickly add a new post or a page from here. But again, if you needed a new page added, then you would need to contact the team. But if you wanted to just quickly add a blog post, you could do that here. Or you can do that here. They both perform the same function. And then over here, you'll also notice that you have just a welcome message with your name up here. So to get started on making changes to your pages, the first thing you would do is you would click on your pages, and then this is going to take you to a screen that's going to have all the pages that are assigned to your specific club. For the purpose of this tutorial, I've assigned this test account to the Carefree Boat Club of Southern Connecticut. So all of the pages that are assigned to the Southern Connecticut Club are located on this screen, okay? Now if you have a lot of pages, then you will notice that there will be, a pagination here. So you'll have like maybe one of two pages or one of three pages, and there'll be a couple of arrows that you can click through to find your content. If you're looking for a specific page, this search bar here is very intuitive. It will search any term that you put in there. So let's say I wanted to search the term fleet, then you would simply fleet search, and it's going to deliver only the pages that have content with the word fleet in it. So when we say content, that'll mean the title or the actual body content. And if I want to modify this Black Rock Harbor location page, there's two ways that you can do that. You can either hover over the actual title and you'll see that it becomes a clickable link that'll take you into edit mode, or you can click edit here. Again, it performs the same function. So it's whichever you feel more comfortable with. So you click the title, and then this is going to take you into the page, the actual edit mode for this page. A couple of items to note. This is your title bar. So this is going to be where the title that displays at the top of the page, that content is managed. This is your permalink. I would be very careful about editing your permalinks. So your permalink is your SEO friendly URL. You'll notice that it applies dashes when there's a space. So this space here has been converted over into dashes for the purpose of a permalink. If you were to edit this permalink, then you would run the risk of having a page address that no longer exists, which could harm you in terms of search engine results. So you want to be careful about editing this. There are a couple of buttons here if you wanted to add media or if you wanted to add a gallery. You can add shortcode and a map in here as well if you'd like to, but please keep in mind that you already have a map that's in your sidebar. And I think that more than likely what you're going to be interested in doing is just adding simple media files or perhaps adding an image gallery. You have your tools here for actually modifying the way that your copy is displayed. And then you'll have some items on the side. We'll go through these boxes in just a few minutes. But I do want to talk about your content that's actually within your body copy box. So this is where you're going to add all of your information, and then you can add your image files in here as well. So let's say you wanted to add a new image, then you would just click Add Media. You can either drag and drop your images in here, you can select your files and try to browse for them on your desktop, or if the image has already been loaded into the media library, then you can actually search your media library. Once you actually have an image that's on the page, then you have a small amount of actual photo, editing modes where you can give it a custom size or make it large or small. Just keep in mind that WordPress is not necessarily a photo editing or image editing software tool. So if you have something specific that you want to try to manipulate or how you want to manipulate that photo or image, then you might want to do that before you actually upload the image into WordPress. So once you have your image in there, then you have the option to center it. You can style it a couple of different ways. For this particular content, we have this has been bolded. This is what's called an unordered list. So you can have bullets, you can have a numbered list. There's a couple of different options. You can change the color of your text if you wanted to. So this is where you can get creative. Once you're finished, then what you'll need to do is leave your default layout, because if you change this layout, then you run the risk of eliminating a sidebar on one of these pages. So, and then your header is not going to show up either. So make sure that you leave this checked as default, and then make sure that you leave the sidebar selection what the default sidebar is that we've set up, so that you're not pulling up another club's sidebar into your pages. And again, for this same thing here for your parent, you want to make sure that you leave these settings alone as you're editing content. So you can preview your changes, and if you preview your changes, it will open up another tab where it will show you what that page looks like, but it will not have them saved. So once you look at your page in here and you're like, okay, I changed, whatever content in here, you'll notice that your URL here says preview within it. This is not actually live yet. So in order to actually publish the changes, you would need to click the update button. All right, well, we hope that you found this helpful. If you run into any other issues or have any other questions, then again, reach out to your Carefree corporate team or to the Pilot Media team. And we will be putting out another tutorial specific to blogging shortly, but we hope that you found this helpful and hope that you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.